Hey, welcome to another episode of Music Tips and Reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please press the subscribe button so you'll be updated on all my latest content. Appreciate y'all for watching. And so, on this episode, on this show, on this video, I want to talk about something personal. My time during my life of being a musician. When I was 7, I started off on piano. When I turned 10 years old, my parents bought me a drum set. I started getting very interested in drums around 10 years old, and I really dove into drums from the end of elementary school to high school and college, because I majored in percussion in college. And I always had a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. I always wanted to be a perfectionist. That can be a crutch a lot of times. That could be a crutch because you want to do everything right all the time, that you don't have enough room for you to make a mistake in order to get better. And I think that has always been a struggle for me, being a perfectionist and a musician at the same time, because I want to learn more as a musician. I can say I'm pretty good at being a musician, but I think in order for me to get to more of a better, a bigger, or a higher level, you have to make mistakes. Every gig, I say, as far as being a church musician, every service you play for, you're not going to know every song. I know in the church world, you have to learn songs on the spot. You got to learn songs on the spot. But, you might go to that service where you don't know the song, and I feel the best thing is not to play. Some people try to figure it out, but they find out that the soloist or the singer is like, no, stop playing because you don't know the song. But I've learned over time, it's just, if you don't know it, don't play it. Even with people looking at you like, why the piano playing? But you know if you don't know the song or not. But going back to the perfectionist conversation, it can kind of hinder people. It have hindered me from, certain opportunities. I'm not going to lie, because you feel like you're not ready. You feel like you're not confident for that situation. But I urge, musicians, sometimes you have to jump into opportunities. You have to get wet a little bit. You have to get wet a little bit in order to learn from those mistakes. Learn those new songs. Learn to play a song kind of challenge you to learn songs in a lot of keys. Not saying that you've mastered every key, but it expands your mind. When you jump in there, you make a mistake, or you don't know certain chords, you don't know certain progressions, you don't know certain songs. A lot of songs I've learned, over my time of me being a musician, it's muscle memory. As far as keyboard is concerned, it's a little different for drums. You have to have a certain rhythm, and then once you get into the chromatic percussion, to the melodic percussion, like the bells and xylophones, marimbas, and things of that nature, you do have to learn scales. You have to learn hand position and stuff like that. As far as mallets and stuff is concerned, when you're learning the timpani, you have to learn how to tune the timpanis to each pitch for a particular song. Those things I've learned in school. But my TV is on. But anyways, you just gotta learn. You just gotta learn. If you're a perfectionist, if you're a perfectionist, you gotta learn how to. You just gotta learn how to sometimes jump in. You gotta learn how to jump in sometimes. Sometimes you feel like you got to. You have to win every situation. Sometimes you're gonna lose. Sometimes you're not gonna reach that level. And so that's something you gotta learn. All musicians are not created equal. Some people, they have perfect pitch. They can hear a song and know what key it is. I'm the type of person, I have a relative pitch where I can hear a song and I know it's close to this key, or I can hear a song and I can, go to the keyboard and kind of figure out what key. I know what key, like once I hear the note on the keyboard, and then I can play in that key according to the singer or whatever, or whoever I'm accompanying, as far as vocals is concerned. And so, I encourage you, don't be so hard on yourself being a musician. Don't be so hard on yourself. It can be, being a musician can be stressful. It can be anxiety at sometimes, because, a lot of people, some people don't relate and some people do, and I'm talking to those who can relate to, this conversation. And so, appreciate y'all for tuning in to this conversation. I thought I'd be real because, it can hurt you sometimes. It can hinder you from certain opportunities. I can't lie. It can, always thinking you have to give your A+ game every time you play for a gig. Of course, preparation will help you with that situation. Preparation, be prepared for those opportunities. I feel that's the number one thing that helps with, wanting to be, being a perfectionist and being a musician, because you always want to be good. And so preparation will allow you to be close to good as you can be, but, jump into those opportunities. I've learned, jump into those opportunities. And then once you jump into those opportunities, you won't regret it. You won't regret taking those opportunities. It's in the past I've played for like weddings, I played for funerals, and I felt like I messed up. And I say, Lord, Lord, if I get another chance to have that opportunity, I will do better next time. And so if you don't never jump in, you never know how good you are or where you have to work on the second time. So appreciate y'all for tuning in, and thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.